Hey you guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. So today we're doing a tutorial on soft locks, soft lock tutorial on this wig cap that has already have the boxes and parts in it, and we're just going to create a soft lock wig. I know if you guys are new to the channel, you probably are wondering, what is this? What is this that she has here? This is a cap, a pre-knotted full lace cap wig that I got from my local beauty supply store that is called Sam's Warehouse. And they offer these in a lot of different knot sizes. This one per se is 68. I know if you guys have seen my previous video on my channel, I made a knotless wig out of this same type of cap, but it had 99 knots instead of 68. So today we're going to be using the 68 one, and we are about to make a soft lock wig. So let's jump right into the style. So giving you guys a preview of this wig, I just want to let you guys know this wig comes already on the lace cap. It has a lace piece in the back, and it also comes with combs and a band that goes inside of here for adjustment. And one plus to this lace cap is that it comes with baby hair. It already comes with baby hair, so it has a decent amount for if you want to have it thick, long, or whatever. However you want to measure it out, it gives you enough to use. Okay? So let's get into the install. So the hair that we're going to be using today will be our twist up spring twist hair, which is a 350. And this is a 24-inch. And then we'll be using our Mayde, hopefully I pronounced that right, Mayde Soft Loc 28-inch hair. And this is a copper. So I went searching for this hair. I had to make sure that it matched exactly the same color because I want this wig to look authentic. I want this color to pop because it's the fall. It's the fall color. So it's kind of like a, I guess would it be like a cinnamon type of color. So yeah, so this is our hair that we'll be using, and let's get right into it.
So the first tool we'll be using today is our crochet needle and one of our 28-inch locks. And simply what we're going to do is we're going to insert our lock into one of the knots that's on the wig cap. There are loops in each box that allows you to crochet any piece of hair into it, and that's what we're using to attach our first lock. Once you have looped your lock into the hole, make sure you loop and then pull. This is to make sure that it's secured and locked in on the wig cap. I have brought our wig canvas closer so you guys can see a close look of the lock being installed. So as I stated before, we have our little loop, which we have our crochet needle in, and then you just insert the lock through and pull it through. Once it is pulled through, you will attach the end of your lock to the crochet needle and close the latch and pull it through. This is creating that knot at the top of the root of the wig to secure that lock in place. I'm going to speed up the install just a bit. All right, so we have gotten to the front part of our wig, and I wanted to make sure that I inserted some of the baby hair into the lock as well to give it that authentic look around the hairline. I'm still going to leave some edges out, but I wanted to put some into the lock as well. Here's a closer look of what I'm doing. I am inserting some of the baby hair into the lock to give it that illusion that you have when you get soft locks installed naturally.
Okay, so we have inserted our crochets in our wig, as you guys can see. I did it a half point because I want to give you guys a different angle for the front. But as you guys can see, we put it in. I put them all in now because I just go ahead and start wrapping them. The wrapping part is easy. So I wanted to show you guys something in the front of the wig. So I'm going to bring it a bit closer. So this unit comes with baby hair, as I stated before. And on one of my other units, I actually just left all of this out because I know that people like the dramatic edges and stuff like that. But for my soft lock wig, I think that I am going to leave some out and put some in just to give it that realization of having it in the lock. So when we wrap this, it'll actually look as if this hair is in the braid, okay? So basically I have my spring twist hair, and I don't use a full one. I split it in half because I don't want the hair to unravel off of the lock, and I also don't want it to look very bulky. I want them to look slim and petite, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a closer look of this because I know that you guys couldn't see it when I did it the first time in the back. So now that we have hair here, what I tend to do is I tend to measure this hair out past where the natural hair lays. So as you guys can see, the black hair here is here. So we want to make sure that our spring twist hair is at that same length. And what we're doing is giving this hair coverage. We're giving this hair coverage for when we get ready to wrap it. So you won't see it as much in your soft lock. And I use this method when I'm styling my regular clients. So when I style my regular clients, I normally use this method. And what I'm actually doing is I'm making sure that this hair is flattened out. I'm using my pointing finger. This hair is flattened out, and I'm just wrapping it around the hair. And what is this doing? It is covering the natural hair, as we're going to call it today. It's covering the natural hair that is out in the lock. So you guys will be able to see exactly what the lock will actually look like if there were hair in it. So okay, you guys, you see how this lock looks much different than the one we did in the back? It is because that we have to cover up that hair that was out. So it gives the full illusion of the color that you're wearing. And as you guys can see, you cannot see that hair at all versus the other lock we did. So now that the hair is covered, we will just wrap this hair down. A method to wrapping is you skip a half an inch each time you wrap the hair down. I know you're probably wondering, like, what in the world does she mean by that? Let me show you. Let me show you. So since this is a long lock, we have to use 2 pieces of hair. So I already have a half a piece cut already. So this should be good enough. Or better yet, I'm just going to use the other half of the other piece because I feel like with all the wrapping that we're doing, we're going to need to have as long piece as possible for longer coverage, okay? So now this is what I'm talking about when I say wrap at a half an inch. So we stopped our lock about here. Yes, we stopped it about here. So I'm just gonna hold this because we're adding more hair. I'm just gonna hold this here, and I'm gonna try to get as close as get get you guys a closer view as possible. Okay. So basically, you're gonna wrap it, and then you skip one. So you should have like a little piece of it there. Wrap it, and you're skipping it. Wrap it, skip it. Wrap it, skip it. So when you get done, you should see a lot of, let's see if you guys can see it. Unfortunately, I'm going to give you guys a better angle. Give me 1 second. Before we finish off this lock, I want to give you guys a sealing method that you can use. I am going to pull this a little further so you have a little bit more room to doing. So to seal this, you got different ways you can seal a lock, but you have different ways that you can seal a lock. And I'm gonna show you the way to seal it without using glue, because a lot of people don't like the glue on the ends because it starts catching to things and all that stuff. So the method to sealing this without glue is you're going to do the same exact thing you did at the top of the lock. We're going to flatten that hair out and wrap it around the bottom. We're going to wrap it and overlay it. You're wrapping it tightly and overlaying it over each other so it doesn't have the ability to come loose. And then once you get to the bottom of your lock, you're just going to wrap up the same method, but make sure you're doing it tightly. Wrap up and tightly. And this should give you that secure wrapping. And then I know you probably see people do this when they're retwisting locks. This kind of mats their hair together. So now it's all good. You see it? And we have our second lock in the front. We have our second lock in the front. The hair is covered. It is kind of stiff, but we are going to fix that later, okay?
We have installed our locks in the back, so let's start wrapping.
I wanted to slow down the video for you guys to share something with you. One thing about doing soft locks that I see a lot of people do, people go the cheap route out and don't fully offer the full design for their soft locks when they're offering them to their clients. So normally when I style my soft locks, I make sure that I wrap the second amount of hair, which is the spring twist hair, around the whole lock, down the whole extended lock. A lot of stylists that I see, to each his own, I'm not knocking anybody, but a lot of stylists that I see tend to wrap the spring twist hair halfway or until it's gone, and then they just leave the rest hanging like this. Oh my God, you guys. If I can tell you how many times that makes my soul cringe when I see those type of things, because it's ugly. And I'm just being honest, it's ugly. That is not how you send your client outside. That is not how you send them out of your salon when you're offering this service to them. You need to make sure that you're wrapping their soft locks fully all the way down the extended lock, which creates that elongated tension, which gives them a more slick, firm type of lock. Who wants a crimpy, crunchy looking lock at the end? I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Soon as I get to the bottom of this lock, okay? So when you are wrapping this fully down, this is what you're doing. You're not leaving it cranky like that, because as you can see, this is smooth. If I let this go, this lock is smooth. But without the bottom being wrapped all the way down, it's kind of crimpy and it looks tacky. So you need to make sure that you are wrapping this all the way down to give your client a flush, slick look. Once I get done wrapping this, I'm going to show you guys what my locks look like when they're wrapped all the way down versus what I have seen. And I do not like it. It looks horrible. So if you have a stylist that doesn't wrap your locks all the way down, or that does not take the time to wrap it all the way down, you need to find you another stylist, because your soft locks should be wrapped all the way to the ends of your hair. Okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the wrapped lock fully down, all the way down. You see, you get your full potential of your length with your lock. Now I'm going to put one side by side that I haven't wrapped yet. So this is the one that I just wrapped, and this is the one that it hasn't been wrapped yet. Okay, so you guys can see the difference of what it looks like. I'm not applying any tension with pulling it down. This is exactly how it looks before it's wrapped. Normally, right about this point, stylists stop wrapping. So you have the rest of this left. You see the difference with how this is not wrapped and you lose your length versus this one is fully wrapped and you get the full accent of your length. So please be mindful of these type of looks when you're getting your hair done, or these locks when you're getting them wrapped. They need to be fully wrapped all the way down so you can get your full length. Now when I get done with this, you're gonna see how good it looks when it's fully wrapped all the way down.
A tip when creating this wig, make sure that you go by each row. Don't skip around. That will just create problems for your locks that you're installing. You want to make sure that every lock is laying down properly and twisted properly for when it is installed, it can be styled properly. So I went ahead and finished installing the rest of the locks for the top. So now I just have to wrap them and then we can get to our ending results. Just giving y'all an ending tip like we did before. So when wrapping these locks, make sure that you're covering every hair strand. by using your pointing finger to separate that hair or to flatten that hair out to give you a smooth wrap technique. That's the hair there we are covering. And we will repeat this technique until that strand of hair is covered. Okay, we are done wrapping. Now this is the final part, steaming our locks. This is to help remove all the stiffness in the locks that are at the root of the wig cap, eliminate any of those hairs that are hanging out, and to basically just give our style an overall slick look. And here is our finished look. What do you guys think? Comment below to tell me how you think I did. Could you see yourself rocking this wig? I know I can. I don't know about you, but I know I can. This wig is set to be placed on my Etsy account, which it can be purchased, and I will be offering this wig in a lot of different varieties of length and colors. This wig can be styled as just as if you had it on your head. Putting it in a ponytail, putting it in buns, 2 band knots, all of that stuff. The things that I create here on my channel and show you guys, I hope that you guys enjoy it and learn from the different things that I teach you guys. I want to take this time to thank you guys for tuning in. As always, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, and then tell a friend to do the same. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time.